What is the first image that comes to mind when you think a NASA engineer in the 1960s? Possibly a white, middle aged male, the typical one wearing the white suit, black tie, with a master's degree from Stanford or MIT. There might even be enough diversity to say an engineer with a doctorate degree from the less prestigious Cal Berkeley. But what about this? An African American woman with a mathematics degree from a small and historically black college. This would be unheard of at the time. Well, I am proud to say that this is the true and untold story of Mary Jackson. In 1958, she made history, becoming NASA's first black female engineer. Mary Jackson's life began on April 9th, 1921, in Hampton, Virginia, which was very segregated at the time, which was in the heart of the Civil Rights era. She went on to graduate with a bachelor's degree from Hampton Institute, founded for educating freed black slaves after the Civil War. Before NASA, Jackson had a very indirect and unclear path in the world. She worked as a math teacher, a bookkeeper, and even an army secretary. Eventually, she landed a job, a very good job, in computing at the Langley Aeronautical Lab with NACA, the precursor to NASA. After 2 years on the job, she entered training for promotion, as anyone who was as motivated as her would to go from mathematician to engineer. For this to be accomplished, Jackson petitioned the city of Hampton to join a graduate level course, which was only given to whites. Ultimately, she defied adversity and completed the required courses in the all-white program. This let her earn the reputable title of NASA engineer. That same year, she co-authored her very first paper, Effects of Nose Angle and Mach Number on Transition on Cones at Supersonic Speeds. In her career, she co-authored about a dozen papers. Absolutely amazing. And then Jackson mainly focused on a subset of fluid mechanics, which modeled the boundary layer of air around planes traveling at supersonic speeds. After many years, Jackson realized a glass ceiling was the unfortunate reality, not being able to advance past minimal and management level jobs. Therefore, in 1979, she took a demotion to be Langley's Federal Women's Program Manager, hiring the next generation of NASA's female workforce. Eventually, she was honored with the Apollo Group Achievement Award and Langley's Volunteer of the Year in 1976. Typically, Jackson was seen in the black community building wind tunnels to get children interested in science. Once she was quoted from a local paper saying that African American kids are not aware of the number of black scientists and don't even know of the career opportunities until it's too late. Then she retired in 1985. Finally, her story was brought to light in 2016 with the amazing film called Hidden Figures. This displayed an intersectionality between her female and black background. Moreover, this was an interlocking of oppressions in an unjust and very segregated time. Jackson fought for equality of opportunity in the hiring and promotion process. Conveying physical traits are not markers of one's skill or intellectual capability. This tied her directly to the second wave movement, showing that women can work as a male at work while still being a mother or woman at home. People even recalled her being a gentle lady, wife, mother, humanitarian, and then finally scientist. To this day, Mary Jackson's legacy and efforts glamorize the core principles of gender equality, showing the fight is still not over. As she once said, every time we have a chance to get ahead, they move the finish line. Thank you.